All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome. How are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing well, guys. It's that time again, so without further ado, let's get this show on the road for today. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, and very good evening, no matter where we are around the world. Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to another edition of the London session. Apologies for being absent yesterday, guys. I was just not in the right state to be honest. I did have a successful day either way on the charts. Been a really good week, bounce back week after last week. More than truly covered last week's losses, and just by sticking to the plan, training with the rules, and executing accordingly. So guys, hope we're all doing well. If anyone has any charts or anything you'd like me to look at, please feel free to send those into the chat. Just let me change this music quickly. Yeah, I'll answer your questions shortly. Any pairs, anything, let me know how you've gone throughout the week as well. Let me know, guys. Tell me if you've had a good week, if you had a negative week, perhaps why. Maybe you've not followed your plan, maybe you haven't been patient enough. So why not let me know in the chat how you've gone. Let's quickly have a look at the news to begin, guys, see what we got in regards to any schedule high impact news for our session here today. Looking at it here today, we've got some high impact news once again for the US dollar. That is later on with PCE, so that one of the leading indicators, if not leading indicator for inflation. Forecast is per the previous, so we'll see what comes out of that moving forward for those who will be training into MI. Personally, I will not be, but nothing in regards to schedule news in all high impact anyway. So should be pretty smooth sailing moving forward here today. So guys, without further ado, if you could, YouTube, smash that like button, TikTok, smash that little screen for me, and let's start with the analysis, starting with the gold and what we can see. So at the back of the strength of the current weekly candle, today I'm all about the buy, so I'm only considering buy options. Forming a very strong bullish candle, we are engulfing the resistance here to the left. Obviously got the high low, high high to the previous candle. So at the back of that, what I'm likely going to be looking for is levels within this current candle to pull back to. Also around the current price action, area price action, for price yet again form support to head back up to look for a potential buy, and perhaps further levels in between within this wick that may be minor resistance. If price was in a break above that minor resistance, potentially we could take it up. Look for continuation buys above the high itself. Daily, really strong closures here in the daily. Daily does have some margin still to the upside here as well. So what we're going to do is marking that previous daily candle's high. I'm also marking the current day's high and just see what we got either side of that. Above the previous daily high, likely going to some pretty clean traffic. I'm normally marking a low, but I'm not interested in selling it today, so I'm not going to bother with that. Also, what we can see is we're tapped into some resistance here to the left, and we are so far respecting that level. The 4-hour structure is bullish. There's no doubt in that. We have some margin also to the upside by the looks of it. So still potential for gold to push, I believe, up towards that 34, 30, 32, 33, 35, that sort of region. That is the most recent resistance that we need to really begin to pop above. We are to continue to the upside. We're about to potentially confirm support. Not yet. Well, it's 5 minutes left and it still could flip back bearish. I'll wait for the 15 minute, go down to the 15. The zone in just now. What I'm going to do is I want to mark that level in. And that is the level I really want to see price pop back down to. Grab some more liquidity before heading back up to the upside here. I'm just going to add a level, adjust the level. So we're going to add a level here. I'm going to add one to the upside here. And that is likely going to be the areas or an area. If we were to be in a pop above this resistance at 34.1790, where I would look to execute upon a buy and take it up towards the highs of the actual 4-hour range itself. So just depends how we approach that level. Like to see if we come from these lows, triggering some sellers, trap those sellers, close above and look for price to bounce off that previous resistance, confirm support, and then it's likely heading back up to 34.22. That's the region. So off the back of that, we'll be looking for buys above. Further buy options will potentially above this resistance. Let's just quickly look at the 5-minute. Yeah, not really liking that wick in the 15, which is 5-minute consolidation, but we'll see anyway. Just gonna remove that. So for the time being, I'm really looking for potentially, I mean, you could almost execute upon a trade. Let's just look at the hourly time frame here. Is there a signal? Not quite. The hourly is just, yeah, pretty choppy price action. For there to be a signal on the hourly, you really want to close up near the high of that wick, in my personal opinion. So we've got the 4-hour closure here. So at the minute, we're probably best to just wait. 40's counts close. 30 is just a mess, to be honest. There is not a great deal of margin to the upside in 30. You're probably looking at about 12 pips or something. So tempting, but I don't think it's quite quality enough. So what I'm going to be doing is patiently waiting for price to pop back down yet again. If it does so, towards that 34.05, 04 sort of region, look for price to sweep the Asian session lows, pop back above, and upon that confirmation, I can look to execute upon a buy. So I'm still big concern that we've not quite tapped into that zone of liquidity to the downside at 34.0650 roughly, and that could be a potential destination before we actually bounce off. So that's personally what I'm going to be looking at on gold today, guys. Very bullish, really interested in buying it. Personally, I've had a really good week, not taking a loss. I've had, I think, four wins. 3 or 4, I think it is 4-0. Got a nice little very early trade today to right at basically Asian Open for a quick 22 pips it was on the IC play, which made famous here at A.C.T. Forex. So that's gold. GJ, it's a markup I sent to the members group just before. It's a mess. I would prefer to sell it, in all honesty. So I'd preference price pulling back to the resistance, making a clean move up. Project out 198.50 sort of region, 198.550, and then look for a potential sell. Or if it pops up further, would not be interested in buying it. It's very bearish at the minute. I'd rather wait to see how price reacts to 198.70, 750 for some sell options from higher up. Sells below low, not clean. It really isn't the margin, to be honest. I'm not probably even bothered by that. Yeah, it'd be just pullback sells for me on the GJ. So that's about it as far as the analysis, guys. We'll get to your questions and any charts you'd like me to look at just now. In the meantime, who we got on YouTube? Sebastian, hope you're well, brother. Tony Gold, Grand Rising to you. How's the corner 727? Not a lot, man. Not a lot. Hoda, morning to you. Peter J, hello. EA. Yep. Let me look at EA. We'll do the analysis. Weekly, very strong bearish. Off the back of that, likely only interested in selling it. It is at support though, so it's a bit difficult to sell range support, and so you can see it here, daily support as well. So a bit tricky in regards to sellers. Keys, thank you for the sticker. I'll get to you guys on TikTok shortly. So yeah, so seeing we're at support, it's difficult. It's going to be difficult selling into it. So this is where I might look to see what sort of catalyst we may have to look for a potential buy against the actual higher time frame direction. The 4-hour structure is also technically bearish. 4-hour is basically tapped into the support, very close to it, but not quite. Resistance, just mark that in. Yeah, that's probably just going to stand there. Alright, for EA, I'd prefer to sell it still, and I would rather wait for the pullback. Look, doesn't look that bad for a buy on the following candle, in all honesty. You're breaking and closing above a minor resistance, but the concern for me is not quite tapped into the support. So at the back of that, you could look to execute a buy though if you want. But I'd be otherwise looking for rejection sells from around the Asian session highs with potential yeah, further sells below the low. Wow, it is very clean actually. Yeah, so further sells below That's bloated weekly, if I'm not mistaken. Previous weekly, like one a few weeks ago, by the looks of it. All right, yeah. So I would preference pull back to tap in, but look, if it does break a previous counter high, I don't think it's the worst idea to take a buy. In all honesty, on EA. Gold got 30-minute closure here. No, lower week, sorry. So irrespective, I would not be looking to take that. Venom, what do you? Venom YT. I'm so pissed, man. I was sells from 19. Stop loss, I fell asleep. Yeah, you can't be doing stuff like that. Sells from 19. Well, if you're in sells from 19, you're still in profit by the sounds of it. So. Yeah, 34.19, no agree. Special looks like doing pretty well. Closed in loss already. Yeah, you can't be doing stupid shit like that in place to stop loss. G'day to you, Paul. Franco, good morning, mate. Sebastian, but how did you close? Yeah, exactly. I can't work that out as well, to be honest. Good morning to you. You're here after me, days. Nice one. Yeah, I've been a little bit absent of late. I do apologise. Yeah, I've just got a heap going on. Some of my team understand what I'm talking about. Alright, TikTok. Cheers, mobile, go to you. Once again, Keys, thank you for the sticker. Back to Matrix, possible scenario for gold today. Been over it. Keys, all good. Just, yeah, a little bit tired, but all good. Gold pushing. Asian session's been where it's at, to be honest, guys. Asian session's been, again, presenting. Static Grizz, welcome to you. And so, at this rate, maybe buys above the resistance 34, 13, 14, that sort of region. Otherwise, just wait for it to pop back down and buy it, or above the level here, 34, 1790. Fair distance off it, but still wait and see. Okay, so I've just been over it. It's the first pair I look at. I just went over it quickly again. Well, it's finally up now. Yeah, it's making a move up. Yesterday made a big move up. Just started pumping out of nowhere. We'll try and work out what the deal was. Some of the members call. Triple S? No, I'm all good, thank you. Thank you for the offer, but all good. Okay, look at 1 minute. I just closed position to your analysis on my buy, but it's buy. Not concerned by 1 minute, to be honest. It's not my time frame, so I'm not just all of a sudden going to switch to 1 minute because that will give me a better entry. No need for it. Yeah, get stream. Yeah. Almost at 80 again, 79.8 or something. Sebastian, you didn't even enter the little win from the day before yesterday, and you still win. I don't know. No, I probably didn't, to be honest. I can't remember. I really can't remember. Possibly not. I've had a lot going on, so yeah. But to be honest, the Asian session's been where I've been dominating, absolutely dominating this week. That trade within the trade from last Wednesday when I was on stream. So we took the small win on stream. Also had that trade running into the stream from the daily IC entry, interruption candle entry. Took one yesterday for, again, a very small return. Wasn't a big win, but it was still a win to win. It was a little more than 0.5%. And took a win today on the same entry on 30-minute interruption, just here. And it popped up about 22. I literally sold the high, like exited at the high twice in a row, 2 days in a row now. I've exited at basically the optimal exit point. And that was a better win. That was actually a pretty good win. So this week, all in all, well above that 2% loss from last week. So goes to show, guys, you don't panic. Don't jump to conclusions. Actually, I took one loss to begin the week. It was a very well managed loss as well. So after the back of a negative week, which is my first negative week for some time and my worst week for the year, took a loss straight up. My first trade of the week. Did not panic. Continued to look for patiently await and react when the time was right. And it's since taken, I think it's 4 wins in a row, and well and truly back in a profit. Here's my ball back from 3407. Nice one. Triple S, not interested one bit, to be honest. It's not a big, you know what, contest here. If you're such a cracking trader, start your own stream, mate. A, keep an eye on huge rise. Might have a sell soon. It maybe doesn't have to, but it may. Again, I'm focused on buys. My plan, my rules, Friday. When I have a candle screaming strong bullish or bearish, I trade line with direction of the candle itself on a Friday. Same as Monday. If this candle closes really strong, likely Monday I'm going to be looking for buys as well. It's just what I do because that's what works for me. It's members. It's a link. Anyway, I won't bother that. Triple S, I don't understand why you're here, to be honest. There's no need for a trade-off with anyone. I back myself in any day, but I'm not going to sit on a trade-off. What's the friggin' point of it? It's not a big dick contest, my friend. Kaminsky, no, nothing. Cheese, my goal always watch you when going to work in the morning. Thank you, my friend. Everything would have been 3rd day in a row in profit, but I forgot to close the trade at 13. Felt mate, come on. It's not acceptable. Anyone says that, she fell asleep. If you're in profit, and you know it's late and you might go to bed, be a break-even minimum. Take some partials, don't be greedy. Could come to Friday and not needed to worry about trading. Had a good overnight trade or, Asian session. It's just being honest, man, it's not acceptable. From one of my guys, it's not what I like to hear. Hey, can you explain fill analysis and what you're looking at? time trades. Again, I went over gold. Gold, I'm looking for buys. Looking for buys. The weekly is strong bullish on a Friday. That's how I prefer to trade. In like the strength of the weekly candle itself, especially when it's a really strong one like the one we have here today. So based off that, what I look for is what levels we could potentially pull back to form support at, and look for a potential buy from there, or what levels within the current candle have we got some minor levels of resistance. So within this wick where we could potentially buy it above to take it up to the next level, and then last but not least, the continuation buy above the high. The minute, what I mentioned before is we really want price to pop back down to the support, which is actually marking as a 4-hour support, and then look for buys from that particular level. Here, there wasn't a great deal of margin. To be honest, either way, it's got no lower wick, so back of that, it would have been no entry for me. So I'm waiting patiently for it to either pop back down, grab liquidity from the downside, from the Asian session lows, sweep the Asian session lows, trigger in sellers, trap the sellers, close back above into the Asian session range, and then look for a buy. Aside from that, buys above 34.1790. Not looking to sell it. Not interested in selling it. Couldn't care less about the sellers today. Peter, yes. Definitely. Price GJ has been trash. It's been absolute rank. But who knows, mate? Who knows? Next week's a new month. Perhaps September will start to bring in volume again. So that's, fingers crossed. So actually, I just checked it briefly. Wednesday, 121. Going sweet. So it's fine. Okay. Nice one. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Man, yep. Appreciate it, mate. Welcome. Cheers to new followers on TikTok. Triple S, you're a legend, mate. Always one in the chat. I told you so. Gold. So anyone can say gold's going up, and then eventually goes up. I told you so. How many say gold's going down? Goes up first, eventually goes down. They probably was sat through about 100 pips of drawdown. Told you so. Prove it. Start your own stream, mate. I need to be here. Everything's has been really nice recently. Asian session's been fantastic. What I tend to do is I'm an early riser, so 7 a.m. is the actual Asian session open. Yeah. Yeah, 7 a.m. So I generally have a look. Maybe if I have a valid entry, I'll set the order. For the most part, I want to be triggered in prior to it and be at break even before I go off and do whatever I want. But sometimes I haven't bothered. But yeah, this week I've been triggered in pretty quick. Results been done pretty quick, and off to the gym I go and off with my day. Bryce, TJ. Yeah, it's a mess. Just, I mentioned it is an absolute mess. So even now this area is forget about it too. There's just no margin. So back into consolidation and need to make a clean move. And I would prefer to sell at the back of the strength of the weekly. So in that respect, clean move up. I actually put the weekly back bullish. I just don't see any area to buy it, to be honest. So this is great. I'd rather it ready to clean move up, reject and sells. Sells below low, there's nothing as well here at support. So DJ, like I mentioned, this situation, I would avoid it, completely avoid it until it makes some clean moves, cut through this shit. It's just from experience. Yeah, not a lot goes on in the free community group though, to be honest, but VIP is where it's at. Alright, stopping on sell, 33.80. Since Thursday, do you think it's dropping in? So you've been a sell, you mean, since 33.80? Mate, you need to have a trade management plan. You need to have a stop loss. You need to know, what point you might begin to cut the trade in drawdown. For me, I would not be in that trading. Well, no chance, and we're very strong bullish. Yeah, I'd cut my losses 100%. Could it come down? It could, but I can't tell you if it will. Anyone who says it's coming down or it's going up is bullshit, full of shit, because no one knows. No one knows until it actually happens. All we can do is react to what we see. Patterns within price action, things like that. Levels that price tends to, be drawn to like a bit of a magnet, and look for reactions off those levels. That's all we can do. Can't predict. I can't tell you we're going to 33.80. I have no idea. Just speaking the truth, mate. Just my kid. No, I was not live yesterday. Jumped on a call with the members a bit later, but I was not on the stream. Zoe, hey man, I'm new to trading and have been trying to learn orb strategy. I'm wasting my time on it. No idea, mate. I don't trade it. Needs to give it a proper go. Whatever you decide to pick up, you need to give it a proper go. Can't just, dump it after a week or two because someone says it's shit, or you, not seeing any sort of progress at all. Patience, cannot stress it enough when it comes to trading. It may not be worth it. I don't know. I don't trade it. Clear 8% loss because down. Sure what you mean. Hey man, I'm new to, so assuming it's the same person, sorry. Triple S? You're a flog, mate. I actually don't. I think it's a crock of shit. I'm contrarian, my friend. I don't believe a shit that I see in the media. Not one word of it. Cheese my bowl. Sell 33.80. Stop loss. Climate change. Bullshit excuse to come up with stupid taxes and all that crap. That's all it is. It's my opinion. I can care less if more people think of it. Or open resistance breakouts. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't trade it. Again, I don't trade it, so I'm not the one to tell you it's shit, or I don't know anything about it, to be honest. Same people come up to me on the stream all the time, but it's a fair value gap. Do I give a shit? I'm not going to let fair value gap put me off an entry that is valid according to my rules and my plan. With the win rate at 8%, would I let it put me off? Not at all. I understand, people trade it, popular way of trading, but it's not my trade. I don't give a shit about fair value ups and SMC and all that crap again, but it's just not me. System XP, lately not that much, probably 2 to 3 hours. To be honest, the members have been on for about an hour and a half or so, an hour and 15. Yesterday we were waiting to see if we could get the entry just before the news. AP, what do you think about marking the Asian time zone out than marking the highest and was? Well, this is pretty much what it is, but I stop it at the EU open because what I tend to notice is price tends to gravitate towards those levels, so the highest, which is the actual Asian session open, to the EU open. By the time price is going to come back down, sweep the EU open low, retest where it's either going to continue bearish or reject, and we end up heading back up, and off the back of that we get some pretty solid buy entries, and vice versa to the downside. So that's what this is. But I know Asian session's still open. Understand? Yes, I think it is valid. Here's my goal. No, I'm not saying sell. Yeah, I know, mate. I know that's your fancy over. Triple S, the only way to be, mate. No. Talk shit or bullshit on this stream. So, fair enough. Good luck to your trades and to you too, my friend. And give it a proper go and then see after like a few months. Journal, do all that stuff. Just makes scales analyzing what the optimal amount is of being on the charts. When does my decision making capabilities increases when I'm on the charts extended? Yep. 100% that would be the case, to be honest, because it's like the fact that the human mind can only focus optimally for like 30 minutes period of time, like sitting 30 minutes on the computer screen. So yeah, if I was to sit here all day, have more valid options, but I probably, you know, maybe make a few errors within it because I missed something. Maybe when London session begins, you wait until it passes the highest and lowest point and look for, I said about 2 minutes ago, trade fair value gaps. Just watch, mate. I don't trade fair value gaps. It's just pure price action, but it's got to be at level I want it to be at level at. It's not at any of those levels at the minute. Maybe looking for a short? No, looking for only buys. I'm bullish. Bullish version trades only trade 1 or 2 strategies over and over. Well, that's pretty much what I do, mate. Got a few different signal price action signals, but otherwise it's pretty much the same thing over and over. And then wait, patience. Well, that's mate. Obviously, I've been watching the streams. Happy. I cop it all the time because I'm not afraid to not trade on stream. Never take a trade. Take normally at least a trade or 2 a day for the most part. Doesn't always happen on stream because London session has been absolute rank. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that. Most of the moves come during Asian, NY, I'm not bothered with NY. And for the past few weeks, that's where I've found some entries during the Asian session. Uzi, thank you, mate, for stickers. Families, good day to you. Those facts. That makes some sense, mate. What's it? Buy or sell? Looking for buyers only today. 2-3 trades max. Yep, and they're also of the realization that not every day is going to be a training day. Well, it should be. I've been there, I've done that, where I had to justify seeing on the charts and take a trade, even though it was nowhere near a level. I just write bullish discount, I'll just buy it. I still like stupid shit. You know, that's why I was never ever profitable. I stopped doing that stupid shit and realized I don't always need to be involved. Some weeks are going to be heaps of opportunities, some weeks are going to be stuff wall. Just follow that plan. And if your plan works for you, your edge works for you, the rest will take care of itself. Very simple. Month on month profits. Oh, what I think of gold will hit today. No one knows, mate. No one knows. I'm just gonna, if I get the opportunity, react to what I see happening. So for me, your action points are 34.06. Back to that sort of level. Possibly above 34.14, but I doubt it. Allies above 34.1790. Where it goes from there, no one knows, mate. 100% no trade can be a win. Or less. Or even if you followed a particular entry pattern or signal that wins 80+% of the time, again, there's no guarantees. Sometimes you're gonna lose a few in a row. Slim seller buy, only interested in buying it, but just there is no area at the moment for me to get involved. Buy, sell. You do what you want, mate. Use objection. Gold again. I don't predict or react, so I'm waiting for price to pop back down to support or above the resistance basically. Support D? No, it's not GU. This is GU. Alright, the weekly weak bearish. So I wouldn't be necessarily fixated on sells. Daily's tapped into resistance and is so far rejecting. Current candle forming bearish, but previous was bullish. Inside bar candle. All we can make of that is we did reject some resistance here to the left. The 4 hour. I'd almost like it's still technically bearish. That. So weekly bearish, 4 hour bearish, and 30 is bullish in structure. Just adjust this zone. Yeah, it's just consolidating as well. I mean, got a 15 here on GU. There's a lot of IC candles there. Would have worked. Well, every single one of them would have worked. It's a mess. Not much more I can say about it. I don't see any clean entry points. Maybe above this resistance for a 5. I'd rather sell it. So I'd rather pop back up to that point, reject, look for a sell, or even higher up, back up to 4 hour resistance and look for a sell from higher up as well. But to me, it's rank. It's really ugly. Where is resistance sat at the moment? 34, 23, 25. Starts at 17, at pretty much 34.18 and up to 23.30. It's the highest point, the 4 hour level. I reckon the daily time frame looks good. Reckon IRS manipulating sells thing gonna drop. To me, there is still no real confirmation that's going to make a decent pullback. I mean, data will probably suggest after 3 straight bullish days that there will be a chance. Of course, there's going to be a chance, but I mean, might be a better chance that we close back bearish. Again, off the back of the strength of the weekly, I would avoid the sells for today. And Friday, I only trade the stream, that's it. I don't bother with NY at all. So I get a buy option, fantastic. Not end of a really good week either way. Further south, probably it will retest previous high and potentially reversal if it doesn't break Oh, maybe worse, it all comes down to probabilities, and good risk management is crucial. I agree. Trading, you know, if you've got the data to back up the probabilities of you being involved in winning trade, executing on your plan and your right confirmation, it's all it's about. It is probabilities. You're not going to win every time, but the probabilities are that you might win 80%, 70%, 90%. That's also a fact. This is the Galaxy Tab A9. Good day to you. My Galaxy Tab A9, sorry. Less to respect, you keep trading the same thing. I don't like. Oh. Thank you, mate. Yeah, it's tempting as it might be to sell. I'm not going to get involved. My plan is to buy it today. Showing signs of exhaustion here in the 15. Tapped into resistance and rejected. $30. Trading lower highs, lower lows. Structurally, it's bearish. The hourly is just an absolute mess though. Again, I'm not interested in selling it, but you probably that wouldn't be the worst entry point to be honest. But I'm waiting for buy if it presents. Sean staying at buy. What's your entry point, mate? What's your target? You need a plan. You need to have it all planned out. Triple S, likewise to you. Naeem, this music playing in the background. It's just a YouTube copyright-free playlist, basically. Just tracks from picked from the copyright library, the non-copyright library, audio library. So if anyone's taking the counter trend sell, stop loss probably be above 37.15 to be honest. If you want to be really strict, it has no need to pop back up, break its own high again if it was to continue bearish. You probably just try to get stopped to that candle's high. But for me, no, not interested in selling gold. J, yeah, is still loitering about, not doing much. Yeah, it's okay. I used to get strike after strike. Even when I was playing log no copyright tracks, even when I was listing the names of the owner of the track and all that, which you're supposed to do in order to not get a strike, I still got strikes. So it's the only way to do it. Use the YouTube library. Damien said 34.17. Nice one, mate. To my Thai friend, how do you think today? I want gold. I'm actually waiting for buys. I'm all about the buys due to the strength of the current weekly candle. So at this rate, again, I'm looking to see within this candle what levels we have of support and the upside of the resistance. So within this week, and either A, a pullback to support is where I'm going to be looking for options to buy, or B, a break above a minor resistance or a resistance. At this point, the zone I wanted to pull back to is this level, 34.0650 roughly. Sweep the lows of the Asian session, then have to wait for the right confirmation on support forming to look for a buy back up. Possibly buys above 34.14, but doubtful. Likely wait for 34.18 roughly. You mentioned possibilities for counter trend sells, but I'm not interested personally. Sean, my aim is to basically earn 34.16 to get my account back in profit. I'm looking for a good one. Yeah, don't worry about, I know it might sound stupid, but don't worry about funds. Worry about doing things right. And without even realizing you'll be back in profit either way. Because what might happen is if you're chasing that target 34.16, what if it gets to 34.10, something like that, and it comes all the way back down to into drawdown. And because you're being greedy, you just dug yourself a deeper hole. So your plan should be to execute in accordance to your rules and your edge, your strategy. That's what anyone's plan should be. Must admit, I sometimes will exit a trade when I'm in profit because I like what I see, and it might not be that big a profit on the table. But monetary wise, I like what I'm seeing. So it might be only 15 pips into profit, but I've gone a full scale position, and I'm happy to take that sometimes. But you know, for the most part, either way, I have a realistic level that I aim for. It's a nice one. If anyone is in counter trend sales, you're looking pretty good at the minute. Sean, but it got chopped up earlier, so I waited until around time to try and get more. Yeah, again, it doesn't sound like you're following much of a plan, to be honest. YouTube link, it's just type in my profile name. I can't send links into TikTok chat to the link. All lovely advice for me to execute on breakout to let it run in my session. Yeah, fair enough. Look, again, if that's your plan, but I wouldn't be just buying it, like for instance now, because you think it's going up and you want to get to a certain level, or selling it for that matter. Chelsea, you think it's coming to 34.07 to the sell? I mean, if your probabilities are pretty good that it come back down to that point, that's the Asian session low. But once again, I can't tell you for certain because no one knows. You're gonna sell 100 USD? Depends. I mean, if that's your target, make sure not to, you know, if you are in profit, maybe trail a stop or get to break even. You need to have a plan. I have a plan to be 34.04 for 1,000 oil. 34.03, sorry. Is that where you've got a limit order? $4,000, well, that's obviously all-time high territory, which I believe we'll get there eventually, but who knows when. Zoo, you sold NAS during the Asian session. Went well, nice one. Yeah, structurally to the downside if you're on the minor time frame, so the daily's forming quite a strong bearish candle as well. Weekly strong bullish, so backing that I personally would preference the buys, but I can see why obviously it could be rejecting. It's all-time high resistance yet again. Not sure what's been going on, but I mean, the majors have been on a bit of a tear, especially the Aussie dollar. It's very surprising. EO, just to mention EO could be a decent buy point if anyone is paying attention. And gold counter trend sell is doing its thing. Again, not for me. You saw look for reversal to the upside during NY Open. No problem. To my Thai friend, thank you for sharing live. Can't read Thai, I can speak a fair bit of it though. Think so? How do you learn? Mainly just through conversation with people. When you've been home for so long, but I did actually study it for 3 months. 3 months only. Back then I could really speak really well. Now I still can, but I understand more than what I can speak now. That was 12 years ago, I think, a long time ago. No problem, thank you, mate. Yeah, it's a quieter day, there's not many on stream as well. Numbers are way down. Nice one, anyone in counter trend solves, let me know. Big Zoo, yeah, sort of. Used to be here a lot more often. I've got a house here. That's where I'm currently at. Team or sleeping? Yeah, possibly. I feel like doing too fast.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Exo Dax? I'm not looking to it yet.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
Wow, strong bearish weekly candle left. Yeah, I prefer preference to sales. Nice pause in a previous daily. This break low of that previous daily be a good option to look for continuation sales. You've got some support though. Pretty choppy for the downside here. It's a mess. It's a mess to the downside, that's for sure. I don't like it. You know, honestly, I'd wait for it to. I'd probably just play the Asian session range game. Sweep the low, close back above for potential buy option, sweep the high, close back low for a sell option. So either way, below or above, it's very choppy. Dude, likewise, yeah. Paid. 3408.35. It's already at that point. And my opinion and analysis is for it to sweep the Asian session lows and then if we bounce off it. zero. Like break retest into the short. Yep, fair enough. What pairs are you looking at? Great. Just gold. Same every day. Just gold. Doing diesel bad? Not for me. I'm not interested in selling it. I did call trend sell from here. But again, I'm trading my plan is to buy it on a Friday with the strength of the weekly. But that's what I'm doing. So my plan is to wait for it to come back down to the support and look for a potential opportunity. But well done if anyone did take the counter trend sells based off what I did mention. You that we're going to blow 34 in gold. Yeah, I'm not sure. Again, have to wait and see. It's pretty strong support. Surely though. Jay, what target tips gold do you look for? I know that would vary, but yeah, look, lately, to be honest, I've held it a bit longer, especially when I'm trading by myself. Asian session, generally speaking, through an Asian session, I've not secured till, mind you, yesterday it was 13, and I was pretty much right on before it rejected and went the opposite way. For the most part, I've been targeting around that 20. Today was 24, 23, 24, something like that. Yeah, but for the most part, I'm trying to target around that 20 minimum. But again, look, I'm happy to secure where I see fit. So for it's not the cleanest, but you've got the catalyst, or maybe if you've got a little bit of minor consolidation or support or resistance that you're approaching, and I'm not going to be greedy. I'll just, that's 12 pips in, I'll secure. Yeah, but generally speaking, I try for, I would say, minimum of 15 these days, 15 to 20. Sam, how do you think PCE data tonight will affect gold? Well, it's forecast to be as per the previous, so off the back of that, it'll probably be basically what the rhetoric is out of it. Now this should include the tariffs and all that. So I mean, if that's to be the case, then I would anticipate the US dollar to take a bit of a nosedive. Maybe that's being priced in, or is being priced in, because you've got the majors which have been quite bullish the last day or so. Maybe it's off the back of what is to come. So I would, if it is to come out as per forecast, I would personally think that would be a good thing for gold. Unknown A.C.T did a quick scalp on that info. Appreciate it, bro. Got in. Nice one. Good to see, mate. Well done. Big Zoo, how long you live for? I'll see how I go, mate. See. To pick up a little man from school, I gotta do maybe something before, possibly. Guess time around after, and it's supposed to be hanging out for the evening, so we'll see. Unknown A.S.C. with the perfect time too. Nice one. Honestly, the last 2 days we've pinpointed the perfect exit points for both my trades, both my trades.
Never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick the lane, I never miss, that's fact. Taking big swings, hand me the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took a red pill. I know life's short, so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel?
Hey, good morning, man.
How are you, mate? How's it going?
Hey, I'm okay. Thank you.
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not too bad.
Okay.
What's going on today? Looking at much, or?
Everything okay with your son?
Yeah, he's fine. He's much better. He's been back to school yesterday and today, so yeah, he's all good. Don't know, say the same. Still haven't hardly slept again last night. I didn't even do anything. I was in bed early. Yeah, on the plate. So managing though.
Yeah, I wasn't able to attend yesterday.
No, that's all good, mate. It's
Okay,
yeah, nothing much happening anyway. We're just talking about a bit about the IC entry and a few other things as well. Just yeah, there's only a few people on it. You looking at anything in particular today?
yeah, I'm looking on geo cells only on cells.
Yeah, same. I think I went over that. I'd wait for a pullback.
I'm not interested in buys there.
Yeah,
Makes no sense for me. It's already yesterday bearish. And
Yeah.
actually more bearish as yesterday.
yeah, I'd be looking for sales as well.
And maybe also on EU, also taking cells.
Yeah, very choppy at the minute, but the low to low looks good.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, just probably at that level there. Well, rejection, pullback.
So let's see. Market open in 8 minutes.
Yeah,
What will happen?
see if it pushes
So,
the charts.
and you are looking on gold, what?
Just looking for buys today.
Yes, okay.
With the weekly being a strong bullish candle. Wanted to pull back perfectly to this support 34.06, 50 roughly. Maybe above 34.14, but it's a bit of consolidation that week on the 5 minute. But we'll see. Mentioned counter trend opportunity, which good to see a few people had taken, but being very disciplined strict these days. As it normally am.
Yeah, I think we have with the strong bearish daily candle. We should be careful if we,
Yep. Daily's got still margin to the upside as well. Look at that, wow. Should have left it open. Should have put it in it, so it is what it is.
yeah, I'm looking also on GU. Some
GU?
interruption candle. It's on 1.34715.
I've got to try
It's
to.
it's not on the daily, it's on the M30.
On M30.
Yeah,
What level again?
134.715.
Oh, here, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, that looks good.
So, yeah, I would take some buys at this level.
Yep. That looks really good. Nice clean push.
And maybe if we push down, and maybe there could be some exhaustion at this point, maybe this would be good for some buys there.
Yep. Yeah, even if you wanted to wait for like 5 minutes, some sort of confirmation, but might be. Sorry, mate.
No, Tom is sending a message that he is also looking at this area.
Oh, is he? No. Oh, sorry, yeah, just saw. Yeah. Wouldn't expect anything different, to be honest. Yeah, it looks like a good entry point. Nice one. Yeah, wish you guys luck with it. Good morning to you, mate. Hope you're well. Sebastian, I see resistance between 34.14 and 12. I was just able to take a small profit when selling. Nice one. No, most definitely. Most definitely. This shows signs of exhaustion, so good work, my friend. Keys, thank you for sharing the live as well. Tim, can you just clarify, does London open at 8 AM UK time? So it's in 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Such a cruise. Not in a minute, no. I want it to come back down, sweep the lows, the Asian session lows, pop back above. Hi, buyers. So I'm looking for buyers only today. You gave me the same thing. Looking for buyers. All about the buyers today. It happens I swear, every time this year I've had a losing week, I've bounced out back with a cracking week without fail every single time. Again, it's because of probabilities. What it's about. I mean, don't stress it, don't change anything up, just trade the exact same way you always trade it. Proven and works for you. Just continue to keep on, keeping on. Your options will present, you'll start taking some W's again. And that's what's happened this week. Sorry, at a 4-hour gold cluster yesterday, my chart playing out. From here. To the left. Ourselves. Up here. The one yesterday would have worked too. Remember? And we discussed that on the MI call. Was that? No, that was early in the week. Sorry. It is too. Yeah, not a great deal of drawdown as well. Based on the 4-hour, you're looking at 30, 36 pip roughly drawdown, 35.5, I think it is. Yeah, well and truly in profit off the back of that is 70, more than 70, 90 pips up. Yeah, playing out nicely. Good to see. It's the new favorite entry, to be honest. First thing I do, basically, of the morning is right high time frame. Where do we have one? I get excited. Where can I set a limit order? Uzi, yeah, it can be a bit frustrating, mate. But it is what it is. Bruce, I think the buy trend for a high retest. We don't see any confirmation. Yeah, I also favourite the upside, but again, I also don't have confirmation. So we've got session open, guys. Let's see what happens here. A minute in. Yeah, tell me, honestly, that's what I do first thing. Then I look to the current, like the minus time frame, see if there's any confirmation to take any entries shortly, or I look for an IC candle on 15 or to 30, even the hourly. GJ, Frank, EA, well done for anyone who's paying attention to that analysis. That's made it enough to secure some profit as well. Get GA, GU, is that support? EU, bounce back up. Brazil, AU, not much going on there. J, okay. Please go back to AJ. Here we go. And 15. The order is set, ladies and gents. UJ, not looking right. GCAD. No, nothing at the moment. Yeah, and you guys gotta understand, it's not always an entry. Echo trades. It's a price action signals at certain levels on a chart that I want price to be at. And I look out for my signals. Different signals I can look out for. But yeah, it's based off price action, based off looking at the general direction on the high time frame. Weekly, daily, see how they're forming and how previous daily close, for instance, and where we are in regards to that. If we have counter probabilities to the upside or downside. And yeah, try to, for the most part, trend line trade with the bias, but not fixated always. If I have reasons to counter trend trade, but I mean, on a Friday, for me, I'm all about trading line for the strength of the current weekly, which is very strong bullish. Did call out counter trend sell, which some people took profit on, but I'm not didn't take it personally myself. Already took a buy during the Asian session. 22 or 23, something like that, 24, something like that. Yep, so let me just check it. What was it? Entry 34, 13, 14. Price closure 34, 15, 36. So yeah, so just over 22 pips. That was in line with the strength of the weekly. Tommy, we are in one of my charts for longs, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna wait for the session opens. Oh, okay. Yep. Uzi, thank you again. Kuja, thank you as well. Appreciate the gifts, guys. AJ Gold, yep. So waiting patiently for an opportunity to take a buy, which is just not presenting at the minute. Uzi, you just made 100. Nice one. Nice work, man. Happy to hear it. So again, thank you to the new followers. Thank you for the support.
Just take a look on German 40.
Is it? No, banana, it is. Typical. Did say wait for it to sweep the Asian. Why is the setting different here though? That's strange. But yeah, that's what a move. How's that for a liquidity grab? It's good though. I mean, if you are looking to trade it, now I'll just look for rejection, see if you can get some sells. At least made some clean moves. Even higher up would be great. That'd be Lano, bias is bullish, but we are in a pullback. Yeah, my bias is bullish too. My name, good day to you, brother. Hope you're well. Plans for the weekend? Yeah, actually, a pretty big one, to be honest. Supposed to head out this evening. What will probably be pretty big night atmosphere. And my little man, well, he turns 10 next Tuesday, but we're having, on Sunday, we're having, taking him and his friends to a biggest play center here. Lunch and that after it, so pretty big weekend. But I'm a good boy. There's no crazy shenanigans when it comes to alcohol. It's just a chilled. Sometimes maybe a few too many, but nothing crazy. How about yourself, mate? It's Fundo on the German 30. We're buying or selling. We just looked at DAX. Maybe I'll be looking to sell it on the pullback. Maybe 5-minute rejection on DAX would be good enough. To be honest, it's moves with so much volume. It makes gold look like absolute nothing. To the moment, it is. It's just shit. Tommy might get an M30. Yeah, it has to close very strongly. Still got time, so. How was that yesterday? I'm waiting to close like 2 bits below where we wanted to close in the last second or two. Son, how do you get this green and red on? You're talking about this candle? That's the daily candle printing. That's indicates PO3 1D 20 small. Just prints the daily candle. Start whatever time frame you're on. Unless you're on the weekly, it prints the weekly. Swondo. Yeah, so like I mentioned, selling. Yeah, it should be a pretty good one. Crazy, but just heading for a his birthday. Nice one. Happy birthday to her. Yes, the vet, good day to you, mate. Yeah, and you too. Thank you. Appreciate the support as always. Tommy Wood rifle took Asian lows. Yeah, see that's what I was waiting for, to be honest. That's what I really love to see. Take out the Asian lows and then start to push. What's the deal, guys? Let me know how's the week been. TikTok chat, YouTube chat. You guys let me know how the week has been.
German 40 is pushing, just incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy to see.
So wiped out Asian lows and right now
It's wiping out the highs.
Asian highs.
Doing the same M15.
What a move.
Yeah, that's why I think I need to trap 5 minutes, to be honest.
Yeah.
I see your.
It's very difficult to trade this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I like your GU chart, by the way. There is. Yeah, it's a beast. That's the thing. Like, I would love to maybe pick it up, but I just don't pay attention to it because I'm watching gold, obviously. ARC makes these big moves, and you know, without watching it and picking up on characteristics and that, it's hard to trust, you know, trading it, especially with so much volume. Uzi, thank you once again, mate. Thank you very much for the stickers. Just give me a minute, guys. I'll be back. Some water. Get back in. A minute. How's that for reversal again? So we may sweep the low Asian session lows. Oh, that'd be, yeah, it would be better. For some EU sells, but want to see how we react to the zone 1 hour and M30. Time. Based on data, or we were talking about maybe this. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Yeah. Yeah.
But 1 hour is nice as well.
Yeah, 1 hour looks really good. Yeah, the 1 hour looks very, very good. But what do you reckon? You reckon you're gonna limit or market execute, or maybe wait for a 5-minute rejection, or limit more?
See if we get a 5-minute bearish close and then break 5 low.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Nice one. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it. They come back down now. Just consolidating at the moment. Big price action. AJ shit is a bit of Rick Croquette. Good day to you. Welcome. Gold just indecisive, just terrible price action at the minute. Yeah. Very tricky. Cody, why are we waiting? So I don't for confirmations, take a trade in a minute. So training, most part of training is just waiting. It's a very boring thing. It's honestly. Sebastian, second time into resistance, above 34.12, then same trade as just now, another small, nice one. So you're just trading this mini range? Fair enough. Robinhood. What app or site? This is TradingView. It's a free version of TradingView, tradingview.com. Well, I prefer chart because it's a lot more simple to draw up your zones and all that, as opposed to MetaTrader, which is what I execute trades on. And it's again, it's a free app, so you can download it on your phone if you want. Do you need an Asian lows target? 30? Oh, okay. Yeah, G's starting to look okay. Especially but the probability of third trade using the same pattern, unfortunately, very low. Let's wait and see what the market decides to do next. Yeah, it's becoming also more narrow, starting to really look like consolidation here. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. Well, not is it? No, this is TradingView. My broker chart. Sorry, my broker platform is MetaTrader 5. All good, Robin. No worries, man. All good. Gold's just doing shit at the moment. Pretty much back to where we started. MG472. Type in the chat. Not affiliated with them or anything, so. Spreads, yeah, that's why I use them. Spreads are probably the best in the business. Talking about gold right now, you've got spread of 0.7 of a pip, 0.8 of a pip. Generally speaking, on gold, you're under a pip. So that's very good. Feeling these are bad? Very, it is. It's about a minute. So again, I would prefer it to come down to the Asia session lows, but I don't know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. Confirmation if there is a need to buy it. MG472, yeah, it is probably the best in the business. It's literally at 0.7, between 0.6 and 0.8. Feeling these bad? Yeah, just waiting for it to happen. Give any equity bonus? Not sure. I don't think they do. Yeah, I don't think they do. Yeah, all good. Yeah, just check it out. Maybe they do, but I maybe for new clients now they do, I'm not sure. Alright, so looks like we're going to take out the lows, potentially. Been in talks of another reputable ASIC regulated broker as well. Their spreads are not too bad as well. I might have more on that moving forward, not just yet. Anything ASIC regulated, pretty safe, to be honest. Australian regulations are probably the strictest when it comes to Forex. Actually, the US is probably even more stricter, but you're pretty safe. You're actually pretty safe on the Australian brokers platform. So just wet below. Want it to tap into the support though. Nicole Page, yeah. Looking for buys from support.
Yeah, I'm looking for sales on GU. Not looking bad.
Yep. You waiting? Say again, mate?
Don't miss the push too far on GU.
You're looking for a pullback entry or?
Yeah, 15 when it falls back.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like a good entry point. Should be alright. You've only got just over a minute left.
Hopefully we can leave it bottom week and at least I'll be break even by the time we take yesterday's low and then hit the 31 and hopefully have a buy limit then.
Oh, okay. Layering in.
Yeah.
Well, not layering in, but selling it to buy it lower down.
Yeah, I think it's gone.
Pushing that. Even though there's a price action set up, it's still valid in regards to continuation sales. Zioma, are we buying or selling? Looking for buys and gold, but waiting.
Pardon me, Tommy?
What are you looking for on GU?
I'm not looking for sales right now, so hope that we close below this the support. I have a nice upper wick, and then maybe I want to break out the previous M30 candle taking the sell. So it's close, not bad. Need an upper wick right now, and then I will take some sells on the breakout of the low of the previous M30 candle.
Yeah, I think if I can get the first entry of the tap in, I'll take that. If I can't, I'll probably do the same as you, I think.
So are you gonna set a limit sell, or are you just gonna mark execute?
I've got a limit set there, but like I said, I want it to sort of pull up, and then if it pulls up and just misses it, I'll probably take it. Use the same stops.
Yep. Kelm Moodia, GU, so the guy's looking for sells here. On the pullback, this happens to love that bullish candle. It could be a first entry point, so a limit order or continuation sell low to low is another potential entry point. That would be based off the fact that it's close below support, it's tapped back in, it's rejecting it, if it breaks the low, clean traffic to the left, chance it could make a move down. So what they're looking at, I personally like the pullback, but if it's got the legs to pull back to that point, Oh no, so I have to wait. Come on, go up, draw. Just a bit lower down. Like Pips USD tanking. You get me? Yeah, nothing in a minute. And I'm waiting for it to tap into a support and then give me some sort of catalyst. I'm not even tapped in yet. Broken the Asian session lows, which is good, so tick 1. Hello Pips, BTC, highest of 117k. A nice one. Well, that was from yesterday. Get something, guys.
Maybe I will take also the same request, Tommy. If it head up a little bit more.
Oh yeah, yep, nice one.
Don't jinx it on me, Franco.
Sorry?
Don't jinx it.
We did yesterday, didn't we? This is looking really good. Are you ready? And it decides to pull back. How often does that happen though?
Definitely.
Part of it.
It's what makes the markets drive you nuts.
Yeah, and for sure. Hey Jay, production with gold today. Playing for gold. It's happening in support and then form support. Give me a catalyst. It's not quite tapping in just yet. So the guys looking at G cells. MG472. Want it to tap into 3406.45 to be exact. So we swept the Asian lows. Now I want it to tap into the support just a tad lower down, and then I want it to bounce off that and look for a catalyst. Let me add an alert, and we'll keep a little bit of an eye on GJ. GU, sorry. Alex, what's the name indicator using to show the session high and low zones? Asian session range. Asian range. Nico 948. Typed in there for you. But bear in mind, you adjust the parameters accordingly. So I've got set for literally Tokyo open until EU open. But technically Asian session is still open. Showing.
Yeah, okay, I'm in.
Yep. Oh, wait.
Oh, it's flashing.
And my thumbs. Happened on stream. I remember a couple weeks back to me. It wasn't Friday, it was a gold buy, and most people got tagged in except for me. And it blew. I remember. Yeah, these Franco's in. I don't trade you, so I'm just watching it because gold's not yet valid.
Yeah, I mean,
Nice one. Bermudia. It's a buy. Right up. Still not ever so close, but not quite. Don't do trade options, just CFD contracts for difference. With leverage, so
Frankly, when it's 15 flips, I'm break even.
Yeah, makes sense, absolutely.
That
Flips,
could be long
yeah.
as well.
do that, yeah, 1-to-1, wouldn't it?
Yes, it's a 5 pips almost.
Yeah, that's what I love about the majors.
I've got it as I've got it as 6, just to sort of cover.
Oh,
the
okay.
spread above.
Yep. It's looking alright. Bloody slow though, isn't it? Wow. Barely moved. Damn, it's so close. It's not even tapped in. So I was going to see if it's at 30-minute, it's a little bit higher up, then I'd be okay, but it's not tapped into anything. The 5 minutes not technically tapped into it. 1 hour level is lowered down. It's really slow at the moment. Maybe I'm using that. It is. Yes. Oh, let me go. Starting to bounce, about tapping into the support. Good try. Oh, close. Oh, straight. Hey.
What were you planning? Just trying to take your buys.
Yeah, I was looking for the buys, but I want to tap into actual zone first. Sweep the Asian lows, tap in, wait for a confirmation. Either way, I'll buy irrespective of whether it's tapped in or not, because now you're right back in the middle of the consolidation, right back at resistance. Just yeah, is what it is. I can't find a solid entry at the minute. 30's just barcoding as well. Oh, can analyze Bitcoin. Yeah, I'd be very bullish on it. The high time frame picture still, in my opinion, is pretty bullish. Trading wise though, I'll do it trading wise the way I normally analyze chart. Weekly, strong bearish, low high, low low. So back that, probably preference to sells. Daily, bearish counter probabilities. That support low, best level. 4 hour bearish in structure. Let's mark that whole level in. Approaching support, mark that whole level in. It's a different story because crypto is 24/7, so yeah, I would just wait for it to pop back down to this 110 flat sort of region, and then look for some sort of price action catalyst from that point, maybe a bit of structural form. Price begins to pull away, create those high lows, high highs. Target 111, 260 roughly. And I'd be looking for rejection sells if it does pull back. Create equal high or lower high. That's how I see it. There goes JU. Almost.
Risk off. Oh yeah.
A little bit. So set PE and then take 50% out.
Nice one.
If no, not right now. So waiting for the
Waiting for it to flip.
switch. Yeah.
I'm BE, but I haven't took partials yet. Once it breaks the previous 15 low, I'll take partials.
And that's what, more than 1-to-1 at that point.
Yeah.
That's what I like about the majors. All that difficult to get your 1-to-1s.
Just got to survive the top whip now.
Yeah. Gold, forget it in the moment. It's not playing gold today. Let's see, it's going to take you out.
Yeah. Until I'm moving my stops back to just to cover the high while this, because it's got no top 15 bottom wick.
Okay. High that candle.
No, I've just basically put it back to the original stop just above the
Alright.
15 high, just basically about there. Once it's 15 printable and weak, then I'll go back to base PE.
Yep. Unknown. ASC sitting in your hands is not really hardest part. Some it is. A lot of people don't understand. You're better off, if you don't have an entry, just sit in your hands. There's sometimes in others, it's part of the game. Yep, for sure. Big zoo, short term, sell to 34. Not for me. Again, I'm all about the buys today, but it's just not presenting.
I'll give the gold a chance if the 30-minute engulfs like it is at the moment. If it closes like this, I might give it one of a chance.
Yeah, it's engulfing the body. It's not.
Yeah, I'd like to see it close above that last wick though as well, but
Yeah.
if it does that, then I'm definitely going to take a chance on it.
Maybe it's just a boring session, uneventful. The action takes place these days in the Asian session.
Yeah, it tends to happen that way at the moment. But I think the other thing with that 30 though as well is more the fact that on the hourly you've got that IC candle as well, where it's come off of.
Yeah.
Yep, on the hourly.
Another one there, but it swept through that. Still
Yeah,
be in play though.
Good if it clears that as well, but
Go up here too.
yeah, they're all over the place at the moment.
Yep. Oh, would have worked.
But I'll be happy to get back up to that top one though.
Yeah. Yeah, if this was a nice strong bullish engulf channel, that'd be pretty good for confirmation.
Another 10 to go, yeah.
There we go, it's flipped.
Back to loading, see what it does.
Yeah, shouldn't take a loss from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said PE right now, and I'm hoping I get some partials out.
TJ,
I think
there's a shopping centre in Australia that's got a big. Their ads have like a big hand down, prices down. So hopefully that's where the GU is going for you.
I hope so, mate. I'm going to take a trip if it does.
I have 50% took some profits out.
That's one.
Just need to take those.
Yeah, it's just struggling with the volume.
So I think there is volume and we are a bit of a high level support as well. It's fighting through that as well. What minimal silver, Justin?
No, I got sidetracked actually. I was going to do it yesterday. Thanks for reminding me. Have a look. But no, not yet. Not for quite a while actually. Down a little bit today against the Aussie dollar. But it's up near the all-time high still.
Get a silver suit made up. Just jump on the plane on the way back. No, it's just one every day.
But you know what? It's possible to. Yeah, alright. They'll do it for you. You wouldn't pay the money, they'll make it for you. Had some tailor-made shirts and that done once. Not bad.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not expensive.
A lot better than Australia, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's price is pretty cheap. The only thing is one or two of them I didn't like. It to me looked like a lady shirt. I just politely said yeah, it's okay and paid and didn't argue. I'm not gonna worry over $30 or something.
Happens from time to time, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think yeah. I've got one made when I went to Indonesia last time at a tailor, and it was like half the price, and the quality was just like through the roof. It was great.
Yeah, it's good because they bring you all the different materials out and all that. Explain the difference and the price and all that.
Yeah.
I actually need to get a suit made. Got a few weddings to go to in a few months, so.
Yeah.
Blessed EU. I know, boys, you might be in trouble with G. The majors seem to be on a bit of an upward push in the minute. EU, I'd be looking for ejection cells. Higher up. That's what I'd be looking at. Or cells below 116, 590.
Dollar index is pushing down too.
Moving on, what do you think about gold today? Again, I wanted to tap into this support before bouncing to the Asian session low, which it did do, but didn't tap into the support. There's nothing. I really want to come back down to that level, look to buy from support or off 3,417.90 roughly. Be possible entries above 314 as well, but that's some 5-minute consolidation.
I'm out.
Big man.
I'm back.
So, okay. Took 50% out, that's okay.
Nice one. What about end to the week?
Mm.
But yeah, I'm not going to get a trade, I can see it. So, I think I might wrap it up, guys. To my guys, I might get going, to be honest. I've got to do something quickly before I pick up the little man, so apologies for not hanging around today.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see you, I don't know, maybe Sunday. You can let me know if you're available. If not, we'll maybe leave it for next week. Up to you. That's all.
Let me know roughly the time just in it, just so I can relate it to me. I've got to go and get some suits on Sunday.
Probably. Well, it just depends. I don't know what time I'll be home from the little man's. Probably around midday-ish. Or 1. But either way, don't stress it.
Yeah, got me a message when I
No worries. Yeah, TikTok, YouTube, appreciate the support. It's my team. Do trade safe, guys. I know most of you are probably done for the week, but thank you for just following the call just now. Take care.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, guys.
Have a nice weekend, guys.
Yep. You too. See you, mate.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
TikTok, YouTube, once again, thank you for the support. Should be all good for Monday. Till then, take care, trade safe, don't do anything stupid. Till then, bye guys, all the best.